Defying gravity, the elements of flying, that is what's up, literally, at the Anderson Abruzzo Albuquerque International Balloon Museum. And Laurie Magovern is the Curator of Education. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much. We're excited to be here. Happy New Year.
It's really nice to have you. You do a lot of great work over there, and I personally got to go to the museum during the fiesta this year. It was my first time being there, and it was fabulous.
Oh, good. It's such a wonderful time of year. But what's exciting at the Balloon Museum is that there's things going on all year, not just during October, but we're really a great resource all year.
Yes, and that's why I'm really glad you're here, because I don't think a lot of people are aware of that. I think, you know, and especially even coming from another state, people know New Mexico for the Balloon Fiesta, but they don't realize how much. So I'm glad you're here. We'll talk about that. Let's actually show some of the video of the museum while we talk, and you can tell us some of the things that we're going to be seeing and some of the things we can look forward to in this new year.
Well, that's the Balloon Museum there, and that looks like it is during Fiesta, where there's lots of beautiful balloons, and it's one of the most photographed events in the world. And our building looks like a balloon right there on that side. It's supposed to look like an inflated balloon.
Yes.
And what's great is for those of you that like ballooning or like anything to have to do with air and space but don't want to get up at 5 a.m. with the rest of the pilots and the balloons, you can come to the Balloon Museum between 9 and 5.
Is that on weekends as well?
It is. It's open Tuesday through Sunday. And we're beginning to have a lot of special programming for families, for school groups, for young people, and so we're very excited to get those programs and get more of Albuquerque to come to the Balloon Museum.
Sure, get people involved all year round, not just for Balloon Fiesta. And what I like that you're saying is basically it's not just about the fun factor, but there's also a learning factor.
Right, of course. And really, it's such a fabulous interconnection of ideas, because we talk about art and history and science and the pop culture of balloons, and so it's really wonderful. This Saturday we have a program called Launch and Learn, and they're drop-in hands-on workshops for family ages, or
so you don't have to reserve. You can just come in.
You can come in anytime between 2 and 4.
Okay.
And we're going to have hands-on arts projects, hands-on science experiments. We'll have radio-controlled hot air balloons flying in the back, some other flying things outside. Those are always weather dependent, but that's what makes it exciting.
We'll have to ask Kristen what the weather will be.
Yes.
And do you have any age limit, or is this for all ages inclusive?
It's for all ages, but it's a really fabulous event for the family, for parents to bring their children or bring their grandparents and their aunts and uncles, and so it's really a nice interactive intergenerational event.
And one of the things we've been talking about a lot this week is New Year's resolutions. And you know, I think people should really commit to more time with family, because I think that's where things start to go astray, is when you stop spending time with your family, especially as young children. So this is a wonderful activity for families out there to participate in, and it's ongoing.
Yes, we do it the second Saturday of every month, the Launch and Learn program.
Great.
And it really is wonderful because it's such a local asset. The Balloon Museum is a City of Albuquerque run museum, so our taxpayers help run it, and it's very affordable. It's always just $1 for a child, and you get out of the house.
So affordable. It's so affordable. And that's the other thing. I mean, even going to the movies these days is so expensive.
Yes.
You can actually have a more affordable experience, learn something, have a good time, and bond with your family.
Right.
And I really love that.
And it's not just about hot air balloons. We do love hot air balloons there, but we talk about all sorts of flight and crafts. We have wonderful space exhibitions, and a wonderful exhibition right now called Cluster Balloons, which is Cluster Balloons. It's not one big hot air balloon, but it's like when you see 100 beautiful color balloons, kind of like in that movie Up, where the house floated.
Yes.
But people do fly like that, and it's called Cluster Balloons, and people do some really fascinating things. There's a lot of things that are fun with that, but there's a lot of really intense scientific research that people do to get to high atmospheres. And so if you love anything to do with space and flight and science and weather, and then also lots and lots of history as well, and we make it very hands-on for young people as well. It's a great family resource in Albuquerque.
That is so great, and I think it's really important that people take advantage. I mean, you're here all the time. And
Yes.
people live here, and you don't have to travel far to do these great, exciting activities and learn a lot. And I like the fact that you get the beautiful visual aspect, but you're learning what's happening behind the scenes.
Yes.
And then I think it's a great thing also for kids with show and tell and things that they can come back on after a weekend with family, come back on Monday and tell the class about what they learned. It gives them a leg up, literally. So I think it's really cool.
And we're so excited because this is our 5th anniversary. So we're celebrating one whole year. We call it 5 Years and Rising.
Congratulations.
And so we're very happy to be a local Albuquerque museum of high quality.
Great.
And we have a lot of other programs too. We have a great storytelling program, which is free for families on Wednesdays at 9:30, and they can stay at the museum after the story time program.
Perfect.
And we do great school field trips, and we have some other programming for adults too if they're interested in learning more advanced topics.
Yeah, well, Laurie Magovern.
Laurie Magovern.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it, and it's such informative help, and I think everybody needs to participate. That's my advice. And of course, the upcoming Martin Luther King Jr. holiday offers a chance for New Mexicans and others to visit a national park without paying admission fees. The Interior Department is offering 17 fee-free days this year. The first are January 15th through the 17th, and now not all the nearly 400 sites in the national park system charge admission fees, so pretty cool. And